If you grew up in the 90s or early 2000s, there's a big chance video games played a big role in your childhood and hold a special place in your memories. When you spent time in yours or one of your friends' living room, controller in hand, and had so much fun. But as we grow older, something changes. What happens to our relationship with gaming when we become adults? For many adults, life simply gets in the way. Work, family, and endless responsibilities take over. The free time we had as kids vanishes, and so does the space for gaming. For some, losing the social connections that once made gaming fun is another reason they stop playing. But it's not just about time or friends. Gaming industry itself has changed a lot. Many mainstream games today are massive in size and complexity, often designed to keep you hooked for as long as possible. Large developers compete in a race for your attention, creating games that demand hundreds of hours filled with endless updates, microtransactions, and addictive mechanics like endless side questing. When we were kids, games were often simple and focused. They had one goal: to give you a great time. Now, many games feel like they are built to own your time or your money, and when you factor a competition from other forms of entertainment, it can feel like media industries all fighting for every free moment we have. For many adults, it's also a matter of priorities. Outside of work, we focus on family, health, spending time outdoors, and self-development. Games often take a backseat to what society tells us is more important. Don't get me wrong, those things are incredibly valuable if you want to have a good and healthy life. But I would argue that in modern culture, we are over-prioritized productivity and achievement seeking. Sometimes we just need to play. And by play, I don't necessarily mean video games specifically, just embracing simple, perhaps even childish hobbies. Play is a vital part of life. Some of us just take adulthood too seriously. Video games are a fantastic way to embrace play, especially as adults. Also, not all games are trying to compete for your time and money. For people who don't follow the gaming industry closely, it might seem like the market is dominated by AAA games with those time-sinking tactics. Sure, the latest Assassin's Creed games launch almost every year and it takes like 100 hours to finish, or sport games like NBA or FIFA or whatever it calls now, are literally designed to take your money using shady tactics. But there are an entire world of smaller indie games out there, titles that prioritize creativity, simplicity, and fun over complexity. They're just not as loud in the media. But even mainstream games can be great if you know how to pick the right one for you. Modern video games are an incredible storytelling medium. Games like Disco Elysium, Red Dead Redemption 2, The Last of Us, Witcher 3, and Mass Effect have rich narratives that can rival the best books. Unlike passive forms of media, games immerse you into the story by making you an active participant. They offer a level of engagement that movies or TV shows just can't match. We are also in the golden age of gaming, with incredible diversity in how games are made and experienced. Whether you're looking for something deeply emotional, challenging, artistic, or just plain fun, there's something out there for everyone. Some games are also stunning works of art, mixing music, visuals, storytelling, and game design into one cohesive experience. They represent a truly unique and multidimensional form of creative expression. For me personally, gaming has been a lifelong passion. I discovered video games at a very young age, and I still remember my first experience on my dad's work computer, a pixelated side-scroller where a tiny character shot at weird alien enemies. I was completely blown away. And the game didn't even have colors, it was completely green. Later, I played more advanced games like Warcraft 2, SimCity 3000, and first StarCraft, which opened my eyes to how games could have deep complexity and you actually use your brain to build your strategies. Then came 2004, when Half-Life 2 launched, and it mesmerized me. It showed me that video games can tell incredible stories with super immersive environment that were only possible in books and movies before. To this day, Half-Life 2 remains my favorite game of all time, not because it's necessarily the best game of all time, but just because it gave me those feelings for the first time. I love many aspects of gaming, from playing story-rich single-player adventures to exploring innovative indie games that challenge or relax me. I'm also fascinated by the gaming industry itself. I enjoy reading gaming news and following people in the industry way more than keeping up with modern politics or news cycles. I am mostly a console gamer, so to me it is also always linked to unwinding and relaxing on my couch, from which I can jump to another exciting world. These days I rarely play online games, but I still appreciate that some online games can lead to a lifelong connections. When I was a teenager, I played quite a bit of MMORPG, and I still have good friends that I basically met in the game. Gaming, of course, isn't without its pitfalls. Mentioned online games, especially MMORPGs, can sometimes create a substitute reality, leading to social isolation or excessive escapism. Like anything else, gaming can become harmful if consumed without balance. But that's not very unique to games. Social media, for instance, have so many issues. Technology is an amazing thing, but you need to be careful how to use it. When approached intentionally, video games are a fantastic hobby. They offer an engaging and creative way to unwind and connect with incredible stories and worlds, where you personally are in the center of engagement. If you're still here, thank you for watching my very first video on this channel. I started Dima in Pixels to celebrate gaming and tech in a calm, thoughtful and grow-up kind of way. Let me know in the comments what game are you playing right now and on which platform. I would love to hear about it. And if you like to see my future videos, don't forget to subscribe. Keep playing, take care, and see you soon.